Hey, this is Andre Riot, owner and founder of Divinal Toy and Apparel. I'm also a graphic designer, artist, and I customize dolls myself. Today I'm going to show you how to customize a money. Monies are usually sold blank at kidrobot.com. Certain places in town might have them, like a Books A Million, some other places like that. First up we're going to do is we're going to take this guy, and usually if it's blank, we're going to wash it off, a little soap and water, get all the residue from the factory out. But today I'm using an old concept, and I'm going to get down to business with it. And first step we're going to do is we're going to go take this guy out back in the shed, because my roommate hates it when I spray inside. And I'm going to take a little bit of this green lacquer modeling paint, and we're going to use it. Another good source for using it would be any of the Krylon, what are they called? The fusions. Krylon fusions, those are for plastic and outdoor furniture and all that junk. Alright, so that's step one. We're going to go and paint this little bugger. Welcome to my spray paint studio. And again, my name's Andre Riot, owner and founder of Divinal Toy and Apparel, and graphic designer, artist, poet extraordinaire. Okay, maybe not extraordinaire yet. So here's the little bugger that we're gonna start on right here. That's an old design right there. Made him into looking like a Nazi skinhead. This actually is another one of my creations, and pretty much what I did was turned his head into a skateboard wheel. That's another concept. This was actually the bottom of the head. Yeah, it came on and popped it out, put a hole in the other side, and turned it into a skate wheel, putting a bearing in there. It's not a regular bearing, it's a ball bearing from like a machine I got at the Ace Hardware. So we're going to take this guy, put him out of the way there so we can actually focus on him. Now make sure you got a mat right below it, or some kind of newspaper or something, so you don't get spray everywhere. And first thing we gotta do right here, take this little puppy up and see what we got going. Apparently this one is sealed a little bit more than most spray paint cans, so I'm gonna have to put you guys down with a nice view here. Maybe, if I can. Okay. Alright, you guys are gonna have to look upwards. Alright, now with those kind of interruptions said, there's a couple ways to go about doing what you got to do here. Most people, as most graffiti artists know, you got to use them fucking latex gloves right there. Keep your fingers all nice and clean and stuff. That's always important. And if you got the money, for like $30 at Lowe's or Home Depot, you can get yourself a little gas mask if you're doing a lot of spray painting. It's got the removable filter. So let's get started. Gonna shake up this little can, very tiny little can. This is testers, lacquers for like model toy cars and whatnot. We're gonna take him, and if he would stay up, we're gonna take him and start him off with a base coat right here. And we got to make sure that we're about anywhere from like a foot away, pretty much, anywhere from a foot to 2. That kind of worked out in a way. I didn't necessarily need it to do that, but kind of started out this way. So now we got our single first coat right there. Maybe get a little bit more on this right here. Just cover up everything. This kind of has a little bit of a sheen to it. It looks like it's a little bit of a glitter thing going on, which is kind of really effing cool. Alright, so we got the first coat going on right there. And pretty much we're going to have to come back to this as soon as the front is dried and do the backside. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. But I'll keep you posted. Alright, signing out. Welcome to part 3 of customizing a vinyl toy, aka a money, found at kidrobot.com. My name's Andre Riot, owner and founder of Vinyl Toy and Apparel. In the last segment, we let the front of the money be spray painted and dried. So now, I'm going to take this little buddy, and we're going to take his nasty side right there. And a lot of noise going on, sorry about that. We're going to take this guy, looks like he still needs a little more of a coat. We're going to shake up that same can that we used, the Tester's lacquer, and we're going to take him down. Do another back coat right here. Again, try to give it some distance right here so it's not too close on in. Very, very simple. Get all the coats going on there as much as you can. Try not to make it drip so much, so I'm kind of doing little splatters. Splatter painting jobs like that. Pretty sweet. And there you go. We got the next part going for that. Short segment. But, you know, if you'd like, you can see me tag. How about that? Okay, that wasn't really a tag. That was just me spraying things. Anyway, next segment we'll finish up this and hopefully have this guy back inside so we can roll out with the customization. All right, till next time. Riot, and we're here for the next part of our customization tutorial. I am the owner, founder of Vinyl Toy and Apparel, www.sodevinyl.com. Alright, and as you remember, we actually painted this little son of a gun out in the shed with that metallic green. At current, it is still in half stages right here. I wasn't able to show the actual process because this is a cell phone camera. Makes it a lot tougher. But to show a little bit, let me shine a little light on the situation. That might help a little bit. We'll just turn them. Okay. So what has currently happened with this is the fact that I just took a little bit of these brand new, well, at least I haven't seen them in a long time, or haven't seen them at all, Sharpie paint markers. I use a lot of these. They're great. They're just like deco colors. They go on smooth and nice, and they dry fast. Sharpies are good for like certain things, like outlines, certain fills, and whatnot. As you can see, I used a metallic silver paint for his eyeballs, and those are a regular Sharpie metallic silver paint marker, or a regular marker. And outlines I do with these guys right here. Same that I use for outlines for like this piece right here that I did just on my desk for the hell of it. So right now we're in the process of turning his body into a baseball shirt. Pretty much what we're trying to do with this concept right here, at least what I'm working with here, and you guys can bite this, I don't care. This is just a little fun concept, the one that I'm doing right now. Nothing major. So with this kid, we're doing him kind of being a little bit more emo looking, depressed, mouth shut closed, because, you know, every time he speaks he gets in trouble kind of thing. You know, resemblance of somebody, for those of you who know me. Anyway, so right there we've got his arms taken off, and we're painting the sleeves of the baseball jersey. And right now everything's kind of intact. During our spray scenario, we kind of canned out a little bit forgetting to take off the arms before we spray painted. Being that this is usually an issue, this is not today, because we're turning this whole area right here into a white color, at least from the legs up and from the head down. So this right here is pretty simple. You know, draw what you want on it. You know, make sure that you have the concept down and what you want to do as far as the concept. And you know, typically when you have a blank one or even a painted one, if you've got like a nice enough pen, usually I suggest people do maybe like a charcoal pen, not a charcoal stick, charcoal pen, mind you, to get a little bit of the outline kind of going, and it's something you can smear off if you don't like with a paper towel or something like that. So with this guy, I just did kind of freestyle, and because of some of the grit and whatnot, I made his eyes kind of look a little bit choppy. I mean, I wanted him to look like a really basic kind of cartoonish style. And right now I am doing a current series of monies right here. So you can see some of my finished products. Okay. All of these tend to have like an upside down heart or a regular heart. Upside down heart represents the private part on a male. This guy did kind of a Charlie Brown kind of guy with like a little bit of that I'm so old Chevy Chase kind of haircut going right there. A little graffiti style too. Well, this cat's a lot bigger. Boom, he's huge. Those cost a little bit more, but they're nice. A lot of room to work with here. So with this one, it's part of a series called the Broken Heart series that I'm starting. Pretty much it's, you know, the hearts and the stitched mouth are pretty much the definitive. And hopefully I can break out with that style. And if we look over here, I kind of have a, you know, couple others in the series. As you can see, I've got the Robo Vinyl. I've got the Drips Girl. Back there, you can probably tell I've got a little bit of a Frankenstein. Those two back there are still in the works. Gonna do those a little bit nicer. So this is pretty much this right now, and I guess I'll show you a different product, and you know, I guess I'll show you one more clip of when it is pretty much said and done. So until then, get yourself a money, Books a Million, kidrobot.com, rotofuji.com. They've got a bunch of different ones. They even have a lot of the flaming guy from, you know, from World Industries. You can do some blanks of that. But look online. You know, you can always find something pretty cool, some blank that's like very unique and fun to work with. So that's it for right now. Get to work. Okay, so this is the final part to the toy customization process. Again, I could not show a lot of the in-between details of how I did everything, but this is the final product. Like I said, I was going to do a baseball jersey, keeping the broken heart going on. He's got a baseball bat, little staples in the head, you know, symbolizing the loose screws, but it's the loose staples of his head. And there it is, the loser numbers, double zeros in the back right there. This is Andre Riot from Divinyl Toy and Apparel, www.sodivinyl.com. I really hope you all enjoyed the tutorial, and I hope that it inspires some of you to go out and create some of these guys. Thanks again.